whole thing planned out for today's vlog, but the weather decided that it was not a good plan. I had a whole script and structure and things that I wanted to do, and I have my friends in the living room waiting for me to help me record everything that I needed to record. But then the battery for my camera ran out. I have to buy like replacement batteries so that I have more than just one battery to go off in this camera. And then it started raining, and we were meant to go out like at 2 p.m. and it's almost 5, and we haven't had anything to eat. We haven't had any breakfast or lunch or anything because we're going to be reviewing a restaurant in Mercado de San Telmo, and we've spent the entire day just doing nothing. So what are we gonna do today? We are going to go to one of the oldest markets and neighborhoods in the city, and we are going to review the market as a whole, and we're going to review a specific restaurant. And this vlog is special. And the reason why it's special is because I actually received a request from a subscriber to review this, but it's not special just because he asked for this. It's special because he actually decided to collaborate financially for my channel. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that at the end of the vlog in case you want to also collaborate or send requests for me to vlog and review a specific restaurant. But in the meantime, it's time to get moving to El Mercado de San Telmo. I'll see you there. So let's talk a little bit about San Telmo as a neighborhood. So let's see, in 2022, the first comprehensive restoration of the facade of this centenary building and its surroundings was completed. The work carried out by the city government recovered the original material of the entire front, incorporated awnings, added 100% LED lighting, restored the signage, and renewed the painting of more than 13,000 square meters of surface area. In addition, they included marble steps to the market. The market was initially inaugurated in 1897, and it was declared as a National Historic Monument in the year 2000. So, the market was born with the aim of supplying the necessary food to the new wave of European immigrants arriving in the city. The picturesque building is the work of Juan Antonio Buschiaso, the second architect to obtain his degree in Buenos Aires. Buschiaso had arrived from Italy at the age of 4 and served as the director of public works for the city during the mayorship of Torquato de Alvear. In addition to being in charge of the works of hospital, residences, banks, and government buildings, he was one of the main people responsible for the layout of Avenida de Mayo. Avenida de Mayo is a very big avenue in Buenos Aires. Anywho, that's the history of San Telmo. If you are a traveler, if you don't live in Buenos Aires and you want to experience part of the cultural richness of the city, you might find Airbnbs in San Telmo that are very pretty and they are very well maintained and they are modernized. That's the thing. But anyways, now the market today is one of the biggest tourist attractions or the biggest tourist points to take into consideration if you're going to Buenos Aires. You'll see a variety of things in the market. You'll see restaurants, you'll see actual parts of the market where you can buy like vegetables and meats and things like that, which I find really curious because I imagine it's going to be useful for the people who actually live in the neighborhood, but I don't imagine somebody going to the San Telmo market as a tourist to see the market and actually see like, oh yeah, let's buy some vegetables and meats here. And I also like, if I lived, well, I don't live there, so I guess that I cannot speak to that. But I just find the idea of going to the San Telmo market to buy meat and vegetables kind of weird because it's so busy. You have so many people around in the market all the time. Every time that you go there, it's going to be very rare that it's empty. It's probably going to have to be like summer vacations where everybody's traveling outside of the city, or like a long weekend where everybody travels and goes outside the city and you don't have that many people there. But every time I've been to Mercado de San Telmo just to hang out, it's full of people, regardless of whether it's a Sunday, a Saturday, or a Friday, or whenever it is, it's always full of people. So I find the idea of going grocery shopping with all of my things in the San Telmo market where it's full of people all the time, every time, very weird. But anyways, you will also see a lot of, and I think this might be people who actually owned this space where their little store is rather than rented, because I don't think it makes sense, but anyways, I don't know. They sell a lot of trinkets, a lot of old trinkets and things that people maybe they don't use on a regular basis. A lot of things that maybe consider antiques or I don't know, things that like somebody's trash is some other man's treasure, right? Like something like that. So you'll see a lot of that, and then you'll see a lot of artisanal things like artisanal bath bombs, artisanal chocolates, a lot of artisanal things in general, because that's the beauty of going to one of these vintage markets, right? You see a lot of handmade artisanal products, yeah. And what else? Well, you see, of course, the restaurants. And in the restaurants, that brings us to the main topic of the video, which is that a subscriber of mine actually asked me to review this restaurant. It's a twist to the traditional Argentine cuisine, because yes, you do have a lot of traditional dishes, a lot of meats, a lot of meat cuts, beef cuts, and different other things that they prepare, right? I'm a very simple eater. I like to think that I'm a simple eater. My friends will say that I'm a picky eater. Why did I actually do this? Because this, like, a lot of people leave a comment and they ask me to review or to talk about something, and I will eventually do it, but I was really motivated to do this, even though it has taken me a lot of time. I think your name was Daniel, and if it's not, I apologize, but it's taken me a lot to do this video because life is complicated and I make it more complicated for myself. I'm traveling at the moment, and even though I recorded this the week right before leaving, so it took me a while to finish this part of the video that I'm doing right now. But anyways, he actually read the description of some of my videos and he saw that I have a coffee page. Through that coffee page, you can actually support the work that I do in these videos. You can choose to donate $3, $4, $5 to support the effort that I do with these videos, or to support me, or just to show your general appreciation for the things that I do in these videos. I don't promote it a lot because I still don't do any specific content through the coffee. Eventually, the idea will be to do like exclusive content for the coffee. Right now, if you collaborate with me, you're just showing your appreciation for the content that I already do for free. But he decided to donate something, and I really appreciate the support, because beyond the fact that it's financial support, I hesitate a lot about whether these videos are useful or people really like them or not. And the fact that somebody took time of their day to even give me money to show me that they wanted to support my work means that they appreciate it enough to give something like money. Even though it's not a huge amount, it's huge for me. Not because I can pay a lot of things with it, but because it means somebody appreciated enough to give money. And money is hard to earn. That money that person gave me was hard earned. So I really appreciate that they wanted to show me their appreciation enough that they send me money. Anyways, if you want to also show me a little bit of your support, link for my coffee is going to be down below. It's down below in the description for all of my videos, and I really appreciate any support that you want to give me. Let's go back to the restaurant. So this was like I mentioned, a very traditionally Argentine restaurant. They had barbecue, beef cuts, choripanes, different types of choripanes, and then they have like the sauces and everything. The service was really, really good. It took 5 minutes for us to sit down, which was really lucky because, like I mentioned, the market is super busy all the time. And if you find a place to sit down close to the restaurant that you want to go to, that's a very lucky opportunity. So we were lucky enough to find a place to sit down super fast. And then the waiter came over to ask for our orders super fast, and he was super attentive as well. We really had not much of an idea of what we wanted to do, but he was able to provide some suggestions based on the things that I liked or that we liked. I personally told him that I like my beef very well cooked, which, if you know Argentina at all, you know it's basically a sin or sacrilege to have your beef very well cooked, but that's the way I like it, and I have to deal with it every time that I go to a restaurant to just say like, hey, I know it's going to be a shame for you, but I like it very well cooked. He took that into consideration and he gave us recommendations, and then he went to get the order. The food was ready a lot faster than I would have thought it would be. In a normal restaurant setting, you would wait more than 15-20 minutes for your meal, I suppose, which is normal because food takes time to get ready, to be ready to cook, right? But it was, I didn't really note of how long it took for the food to be ready, but it was ready a lot faster than we thought. We ordered, I believe, choripanes, and I don't know if we ordered something else, but we also ordered this cheese, which I don't remember how you call anymore. Provoleta, something like that. Provoleta cheese or provolone cheese. It's the cheese that you use or that you ordered specifically or that you put specifically at the grill and you grill it essentially, and it's kind of nice. It was not the best cheese, like all of the other things that we asked for, the choripanes and whatever. That was really, really delicious. One of the most delicious that I've tasted actually, but the cheese that we ordered was not the best. I feel like it was just, I don't know if it was because of the way that it was prepared, but on the outer edges, it was just too hard. And then inside it was kind of chewy, but it was not warm enough and it was not hot enough. I guess that they could have let it sit at the grill for a little bit longer and it probably would have been a little bit more toasted, but still chewy inside. Maybe I'm being picky, but that's the only comment that I have of the food. The cheese is just not the best cheese that I've had in that market, because in that same market, I did get another tray of cheese that was done at the grill and it was really soft and nice and chewy. There were no hard edges to the cheese. So that's the comparison that I'm going off for the market cheese in general. But anyways, when it comes to the prices, I wouldn't say that it's the most expensive thing that I've ever had, but it's also not the cheapest thing that I've ever had. I would say that it's very regularly there. If you are a foreigner traveling, things are going to be very cheap. I don't think that my friends and I, we were 3. I don't think that we spent more than probably $25 in the whole meal, make it a tops of 30. And I think that's good, I guess, for the type of gourmet type of experience that you get in the market in a very touristic site. I don't think that we spent that much. I don't remember anymore, but it was not that expensive. I think I had a picture of the prices, but this was more than 3 months ago, I think. No, it was not more than 3 months ago, but it was about a month ago. So a month or two, something like that. I don't remember. But the prices are not going to be updated anymore. I cannot tell you how much we paid because I don't remember. But as it is with food in general in Buenos Aires, I don't think that you are going to go to these places and think, oh, this is so expensive. It's going to be cheaper than anywhere in the US. It's going to be cheaper than anywhere in England. It's going to be cheaper than anywhere in Chile. Chile is super, super expensive to eat out. It's going to be cheaper than many of the countries that you're probably used to, except probably Southeast Asia. I don't know. I've never been. But it is affordable. It is very much affordable if you're traveling. It's just an overall nice experience. Anyways, I think that is all for today. I hope that you enjoyed the video. I hope that you enjoyed the vlog. Let me know in the comments below what you think, if you want me to review any other places like this, and if you want to find out why it has taken me so long to record this video, be on the lookout for my video next week or the week after that, but the video after this. So, see ya.